Okay, so this is my motorcycle from which I took out the ABS. Here is the unit. And now with the tools that you can see here, I'm going to start putting back the ABS unit. First, I have here a jack, so the motorcycle must be first put on a jack in a horizontal position and a little elevated. A piece of advice: do not raise the jack until you put in a secure position and tie the motorcycle to the jack with a cable like this, like the one used to secure the loads. That is very important. This motorcycle does not have a central stand, and while working on it, it must be secured in the vertical position. Okay guys, here is the place where the ABS will be put. The connectors to the circuits. Here is the battery support, and I will change this because the previous owner had a very brilliant idea to cut this in order to make more room for a larger battery, a larger size, because you could find easily the same capacity of the battery but with the right size. So he cut it in order to have room for it. I will replace this one with a new one, new from another motorcycle. So this is the ABS connector, and right here are the connectors for the level indicators in the ABS. Okay, let's go to work. Okay, so first I'm going to take out this battery support. Okay, so this is the old support which someone wise enough cut it. I'll throw it away. Okay, and this is the support as it should have been. Okay, now I'm going to put in place the ABS unit. Now, before I'll fix the base of the ABS unit, there are 3 bolts. I will take care first from these connections to be made first, in order to be sure that they are in place and the connections are secured. Do not forget that each of the connectors has flings, I can say, which secure in place the connector. Okay, now you can see all the connectors are in place, and these are the security pins that must be put in place to secure the connectors. After you do this, just put the rubber cap back. Okay, something like this, and you'll do the same for the others. Now all the connectors are fitted back, and now to fix the unit, down below we have 1 bolt here, and on the other side there are 2 bolts here, so 3 in total. Now, with the ABS in position, we'll just check that any vibration do not induce any mechanical sounds. So everything is in place. And the next thing that you should do now is to fill the command circuits. So the front here and the rear here. I will open this reservoir for the hand lever and continue with the filling and undo these bleeding nipples to do the bleeding. Now the unit is prepared for the bleeding. I will use this tool. It will make some depression here and will suck through this hose from the nipple what is in excess, including air. We need a key here, 7 millimeters, and we will fill the tank here with .4 brake fluid, and then pushing the lever will open the nipple and let the air out. Well, a tip for making the bleeding, to not have that fountain of brake fluid here, you just put back the top here, just put it back without tighten up the bolts, and you'll see that when you hit the lever it will not have the same bad effect of jumping fluid. Another very important thing is that you make the bleeding in the right order. So for the hand lever circuit, this is the first nipple, then it will be this one here, and the third here, in this order, not otherwise. So I finished with the front, the hand lever circuit. Now I put back the caps for the nipples, and now I'm going to do the same for the foot lever circuit. Okay, now I finished bleeding both the command circuits, and now next we'll do the filling of the two reservoirs. So we'll take these tops out. Okay, I took the tops out, and this is the best solution for filling the reservoirs. You'll use it also when bleeding the power circuits that goes to the wheel. This funnel is custom made. You can find it on the internet with about 30 and something US dollars. So what you should do is just pour a little brake fluid. You'll see it through the funnel, and then by pressing the front lever, you will just move the piston inside and pull the air out. And you repeat this until you see that there is no lowering the level of the brake fluid. It will not take too much. It's important to fill the reservoirs before we can start the contact and use the motors to push the fluid. Okay, now I put the battery in place, connected. Also connected the sensor for the levels in the reservoirs, connector from the ABS. So everything should be okay. I fill the funnel with some brake fluid, and as you can see here, I took off the left braking system and put the bleeding device to this one, and inside here, as you can see, I took out the pads and put a piece of metal that should be 25 millimeters in depth, with the pistons retracting all the way. So now I should put the contact. As you can see, the ABS light now flickers with low frequency, and when I push the lever, you can hear the motor working, and as you can see, there are bubbles which come out from the circuit. Well, now I need both hands because I have to open the nipple and let the fluid go through until it comes at the other end clear and without air. Okay, now the battery is in place, connected. The ABS unit connector is in place. The contacts from the level of the brake fluid are in place. The funnel, I already put some brake fluid inside, and at front wheel I went to the left braking system first. I took it out and took out the pads. Here they are, and put in place a piece of metal that should be wide enough to keep the pistons in the maximum position, and for this you can use a wooden piece. It should be 25 millimeters wide. So I put the bleeding system to this braking system from the left front, and now I'll put the contact. You see, first it blinks very fast, and because it does not have the right pressure, but I can see the system working, and I can see the bubbles coming out. So I will need both hands now because I have to open the nipple over there, and while pressing the lever here, I will take care that all the fluid goes through and comes out clean and without air. I'll be right back. Now I'm doing the same thing with the right side of the front wheel. So pads out, bleeding device in place, and contact, you can see already is blinking with lower frequency, so the pressure comes to normal. I'll show you the difference between the color of the brake fluid. Here it's clear, light yellow as it should be, and this is what was in the circuit before, so it's well darker. So it's a good thing we did the purging of all the braking system. Now the funnel is on the rear circuit, and the bleeding device on the back nipple, and we'll see how it works now. Now let's see how it works. Okay, we do have current. So, it was a good part and a bad part. The good part is that the connector for cranking supplementary the motorcycle is okay, so it works. The bad thing is the ABS does not make the reset cycle correctly, and I tried a little rolling, and of course it went into residual braking, so it's dangerous to ride. So I have to change the computer board because that's the last thing that I suspect to be defective.